Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Electric is Better. We are in a different setting here today. We're going to be looking at this bike that you can get on ebikezilla.com. I bought from them before, pretty cool company. And we're looking at their new electric dirt bike that looks incredibly similar to the Sur-ron X or the Segway X260. We're going to be checking out the stats of it. I see they're already sold out here. I'm giving you some info on it if you guys want to know the difference between this bike and the Sur-ron. So this version of the bike is called the Talaria Sting. It looks like they only have it in a black version. It does look incredibly similar to the Sur-ron X. I am a fan of this frame though. I do very much like how that frame comes up, and it looks like they have a bit of a curve here to fit a bigger battery in here. I'm not quite sure how big the battery is yet, but it looks like they can fit a bigger battery in there, which I do like. It is something that I think Sur-ron should have done, just made the battery cap come over almost like a gas tank to get a bigger battery in there. It looks like they're sporting, they look like two 19-inch wheels. The back one looks slightly bigger. All right, so going over here, you can see I have Moto2 Dorado Experts selected. You can get the DNM or RST forks for $800 cheaper. If you're buying this bike though, I definitely just opt out for the Moto2 Dorado Experts. It's what I have on my Sur-ron right now. The RST and the DNM are not good forks, like at all. If you're going off-roading at all, I guess if you're on the road, these would be fine if you plan on riding this on the road. But these are not good off-road forks at all. I definitely opt out for these. And these are actually cheaper than you can get them if you buy them separately. When I bought my Dorados, they were $1,200, and these are only charging you an extra $800 for them. So if you're gonna buy it, I definitely opt out for those. The Talaria. All right, here we go. Data sheet. We're just going to touch on some points that I think are important. So if you guys want to look at the sheet at all, I will post it in the description just so you guys know. They have like forged by 8,000 ton press and stuff like that, but we're just going to touch on like important topics that I think people want to know. All right, so starting off, we're going to do a tire size. They have a front 70 by 100 by 19 and a rear 80 by 100 by 19. Basically the same as the Sur-ron. The Sur-ron has two of these 70 by 100 by 19s, front and back, but this one has a slightly bigger rear tire in the back. So I would have loved to see a 21 up front and an 18 in back, or at least just a 21 up front, but these are basically the same tires as the Sur-ron, slightly bigger back tire. All right, next up, max range on this bike is going to be 76 kilometers at 45 kilometers an hour. I believe 76 kilometers is around 47 miles per hour if you're in the US. And then 45 kilometers is 29 miles an hour, I think. So 47 miles at about 30 miles an hour. Not bad. I know a lot of people are going to compare this to the Sur-ron, which claims it can get 60 miles an hour, and it doesn't really specify how fast you're going, which I like this does. I'm guessing this is a bigger battery because I can tell you right now from riding the Sur-ron for the past 3 years, you cannot get 60 miles an hour unless you're going like under 10 miles an hour and on a flat surface. That's just your best case scenario. So these numbers, I know they're not as good as on the Sur-ron page, but the Sur-ron page is inaccurate in my opinion. So I think these are better numbers. I expect the battery to be bigger. The max load is 100 kilograms. That is 220 pounds if you're in the US. It's a 60 volt DC motor that's rated 3,000 watts to 6,000 watts. So it is more powerful than your Sur-ron X. The Sur-ron X is 5.3 kilowatts and this is 6. I think the Sur-ron's 5.3. I'm pretty sure it's like right around 5.3, but it's definitely not 6. So this is a bit more powerful bike than your Sur-ron, using a permanent magnet and electric motor. All right, so this is what I expected. The battery is going to be 60 volts, 38.4 amp hours. So that is compared to the Sur-ron, which has a 60 volt, 32 amp hour. So this does have a bigger battery, so it probably does get longer range. I would definitely believe that estimate from before, 47 miles at about 30 miles an hour, which is it's a good sized battery. It's bigger than the Sur-ron battery, so thumbs up. Charger is standards, 10 amp hours, 60 volts, 4 hours of charge. So it's basically the same charger, and it is a little bit longer charging time than the Sur-ron just because it's at that 38 amp hours. All right, going down to the fork, they have that Moto2 Dorado Experts, which I'd recommend, but if you're not feeling that, RST or DNM. All right, guys, down to their tires that they're using, those CSTs. Those are the same things that were on the Sur-ron. I do not like these at all. I would have loved to see this bike have higher dollar tires. These is one of the first things I switched when I got my Sur-ron. This is to save money, obviously. Basically, I mean, they're just rim protectors. Yeah, I would have loved to see a better tire on there. All right, going down to the top speed, 75 kilometers an hour. That is, let me do some math. It's 47 miles per hour if you're in the US, which is also a better top speed than the Sur-ron, which I believe with the battery that they have, assuming they have the controller right, that's probably accurate. All right, we're going down to the net weight of the bike. It's 58 kilograms, which is 122 pounds, and that is the weight of the bike. So that is the Talaria Sting. All right, guys, so that is the Talaria Sting. It weighs 122 pounds, has a top speed of about 47 miles an hour, can do about 48 miles at 30 miles an hour, which is impressive. The bike looks about the same size as a Sur-ron, and it is rocking two 19-inch wheels. The back one is slightly bigger. Let me know what you guys think of this bike. I would probably opt for this one over the Sur-ron X. Sur-ron X is basically the same price from Luna Cycle right now. I would definitely, like I said, opt for the Manitou Dorado Experts, which isn't even an option on the Sur-ron. So this is a very compelling price for what you're getting right here. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would you buy this Talaria, or would you still opt for a Sur-ron or a Segway? Hope you guys enjoy the video. See you in the next one.